Academy Award-winning film director Oliver Stone shocked Bill Maher over the weekend, contending that the 2020 election could very well have been stolen, sending Maher into an ignorance-riddled tirade that only left Stone all the more convinced that things were certainly not on the up and up. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's dive right in.
And they really said, no, you can't take ivermectin and whatever and the other things. So it's the law, the concept of authoritarian government that is really bothering me, and I think it bothers you. This
authoritarian, yes, of course.
Biden saying, well, you know, we take the vaccine, you know, and you have.
Yes, that's one form of it. I would say the form that Trump is threatening us with is even worse, and
which is what?
Well, I mean, he doesn't concede elections. You know, the elections only count if we win theory of government.
Okay.
Well, come on, you know Trump he still has not conceded the election. He has not conceded. He does not honor the...
Okay, I mean, do you know for a fact that he lost? I'm just curious.
Okay. You're going to make me...
I just don't know all the facts because...
Well, I do. Is there a conspiracy theory you don't believe?
Oh, come on, Bill.
But Oliver...
You know, now, let's stop there for a quick bit here. Obviously, Oliver Stone took Maher by surprise there. Anyone who's going to claim that he knows all the facts about the election, that unprecedented mail-in ballot election, is fooling only himself. He ain't fooling anyone else, most especially Oliver Stone. Now, this obsession of Maher's with Trump not conceding the election is rather odd, given how he seems to give Hillary a pass, given how she still pushes the totally absurd notion that Vladimir Putin stole the 2016 election. She, to this day, maintains that Trump was an illegitimate president. So Maher disproportionately fixates on Trump's doubts about election integrity, all the while ignoring the throng of Democrats who have challenged elections over the years.
Well, I'm just asking you. I'm not an expert on the election. I'm not a political junkie. You are, and you follow it very closely.
Okay, all right, then I'll give you the thumbnail sketch. They tried it in like 60 courts. It was laughed out of every court, including by Republican judges. The people who saved this democracy were Republicans, good Republicans in states where Trump pressured them, like the one he's on trial for in Georgia, fined me 11,000 votes. It's on tape. A guy like that saying to him, sir, we just don't do that here. I voted for you. I'm a Republican, but we just don't do that. That's what saved us. And they were Republicans.
Hey gang, it's Cyber Monday, and we're extending our super awesome Black Friday discount for my Insiders Club community. We're heading into an election year, and this is the time to join the movement transforming the world by building a parallel, alternative, conservative world to live out our God-given freedoms, and you are invited. So for just today, I've discounted my Insiders Club community to 50% off. That's right. You can make Biden and the Democrats squirm by signing your name to our movement and restore the eternal values of faith, family, and freedom that we hold dear. Every week, you as an Insiders member can take part in an exclusive Monday live show where we feature boycott and boycott updates so you can vote with your dollars and keep your hard-earned cash out of the hands of woke companies. We take deep dives into the day's most pressing issues and answer your questions. And you get to network with an international community of courageous patriots building a parallel economy. So don't wait. Click on the link below to join our movement for 50% off just for today. Plus, if you become a member now, you'll unlock a special training on how to engage with your woke family members over the holidays, especially with Christmas coming up, and you really don't want to miss it. Click on that link below right now and take advantage of our Black Friday Cyber Monday sale and join the movement on the path to restoring faith, family, and freedom like never before. Now, again, what Bill Maher just said there was categorically false. The claims Trump made were not laughed out of court as if they didn't have any merit. And that's precisely because the claims themselves were never even considered, since the court cases were largely rejected on issues of standing, not on the merit of the claims. The claims themselves went uninvestigated. This isn't controversial. And then he mentions Republicans, particularly in Georgia, without noting that, first and foremost, they're rhino Republicans like Brad Raffensperger, who had more affinity for CNN than he did for Trump, and without noting that a federal judge has ruled that the electronic voting machines used by the state of Georgia had substantial flaws and must undergo judicial review. In other words, Raffensperger's attempt at getting the case against election integrity against him tossed out, ironically, was laughed out of court. And that makes Maher's selective retelling of what happened itself so laughable. The only people that were actually laughed out of court are the very Republicans that Maher's defending.
What do you think happened in 2000 in Florida?
2000, well, they stopped the vote. Well, first of all, the governor's, the candidate's brother was the governor. And the lady counting the votes, remember Cruella
Catherine
de
Harris.
Vil.
Catherine Harris.
I remembered the name wrong. Cruella de Vil, but you're right, Catherine Harris. I mean, could there have been shenanigans? Look, there was shenanigans in the Nixon-Kennedy election on the side of the Democrats.
Yeah,
I mean,
always.
plainly, Joe Kennedy, right, brought that election for his son.
Well. So what do you know when it comes to the 1960 and 2000 elections? We got fraud, according to Bill Maher. George Bush's brother, Jeb, he was the governor of Florida. Well, I don't know what that had to do with the courts. And while we're on the topic, even Al Gore back in 2000 never admitted that Bush was elected president. He congratulated Bush on, quote, becoming president, which was a nod to the Supreme Court stepping in and intervening and stopping the counting in Florida. So again, notice Maher has a rather selective vision when it comes to election fraud. Somehow, a candidate's governor brother taints an election more than unprecedented levels of ballot harvesting.
Well, I don't know the facts, and I think I would trust the accountants more than the politicians. And I'd like to know what the accountants say, the guys who vote, who know the most about votes, who do the electoral commissions. You know, I can't take Biden's word for it on anything.
It's not his word. It's the Electoral Commission. It's Trump's own election security guy who said this was the most fair, well-run election that we've had ever.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
The most fair, well-run election we've had ever. Really? I don't know about that. I don't know. I love Oliver. I mean, again, what Bill Maher just said was patent nonsense. Back in July of 2022, the Wisconsin Supreme Court ruled that hundreds of thousands of votes that were cast by drop boxes violated their constitution. And in their words, quote, polluted the 2020 election. Even the far-left site Slate.com recognized that the decision to nullify nearly 200,000 mail-in ballots basically turned the 2020 election illegitimate. Unfortunately, it was 2 years after the fact. But this notion that this was the most fair, pristine, immaculate election in history has itself been laughed out of court, literally. And so Oliver Stone remained rightly unconvinced, along with tens of millions of voters to this very day.